Now play.
You're making us wait.
The must-see movie of the spring. Oh.
Alrighty, hello everyone. Welcome to my first live chat. This is, take a look at this. This is the size of the box the framework came in. This is a regular laptop box, and this is at least 2 to 3 times the size. So let's get into the build here. This is the main box here. I'm going to open it and then I'm going to put it on the floor because it's rather large. And we'll start pulling stuff out. So here is the kind of booklet they give, which comes with, let's see, a poster, some random stickers here. By the way, can you guys hear me all right? Someone boop the chat if you can hear me. So I did notice that separately in the box, there wasn't room for their preset package, so they shipped the standard keyboard on the side. They kind of just threw it in the box. But let's get into the meat of it here. So I'll kind of just lay out some of the stuff I have already. All right, Chechix, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Looks like we do have audio. We're good. So here are the LED matrix modules. I will set stuff up here. Is there an echo? Rad, are you getting echo too? All right. We've got the bezel of the laptop. We'll get to that later. I got the RGB keyboard here too, the clear ANSI. Okay, how about now? Is that any better? All right. Guys, if that goes really bad, I can try to get another microphone. But if it's gonna like bother you guys, I'll try that. Where's everyone tuning in from? So here we're pulling out the regular keyboard. Sorry, the Matrix one. This looks pretty cool. Very nice. I'll set that aside. Then we have the two RGB macro pad. Let me focus in a little bit. And the numpad. Nice Rad NYC. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to try to switch the microphone. Give me a second. Alright guys, I am adding a new microphone now. Mic check, check. Mic check, check. Alright guys, sorry. I'm not sure how to do the maps right now, and it's probably going to take me a little bit, so I'm just going to continue. I'm sorry about that, go. But hopefully you can bear through it. And then inside of here we have the little screwdriver that they provide. Looks like it has two sides, kind of a Torx and a regular one. here are all my modules. Looks like they got all kind of recycled cardboard in here. You've got a USB-C, another USB-C, USB-A, HDMI card. I got exactly 6. I'll probably end up getting an Ethernet port as well, just for if I want to game or upload stuff on it. So these are my cards here. And the macro pads. Alright, now let's pull out the actual framework. Hope you guys are excited about this. Been waiting almost a year. Alrighty. Oh, actually, looks like they already put the GPU attachment in. Put in the comments what you want me to put first. You want me to do the ports, the expansion card, or do you want me to start building a laptop first? And just FYI, guys, this I have not looked at the documentation. I kind of want to experience this from a perspective like if a newbie was going into this. I have built computers, but hopefully this should be relatively straightforward compared to building a desktop. So kind of just going to go at it. If I run into any issues, then I'll obviously look up some documentation or something. So let's give it an open here. Oh wow, that's cool. So they got a little protective kind of case here. It's been painful to wait the past 3 or 4 days to build this, but I had quite a busy week. Tuning in from Canada, what part? Fizzy soda. What's your favorite type of fizzy soda? All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to take these off. Slide right out like that. Classic Coke, nice. Used to be obsessed with Coke when I was young. All right. That's pretty cool. Got a nice feel to it. Hope you can hear that. All right. So I think I'm gonna start getting into the screws here. Now, I did read that they're captive screws, so I shouldn't have to play the average game of when you open a laptop, like separating all your screws out and putting them in some sort of dish so that you don't lose every single one of them. No, this is with the torque screw, by the way. So you can see here. Also in Montreal. Nice. You go to the Formula 1 Grand Prix. There, but a really good one. You're sure right about that. Let's mute this. So I'm kind of just going in a clockwise order here. Although you know they are numbered, so let's do that. So one is let's see. Two is here. Where's one? I will say in this lighting it's kind of hard to see these numbers. For the life of me, I cannot find one. Alright, we're going to start with 2 then. Oh, really? Nice. Yeah. We're past couple years on Father's Day, which is rather annoying if you want to attend it. Okay. There's 2, there's 3. And 4 is here. We already did 4. Where's 5? So it does seem like they've put them in a kind of random pattern. And if you're aware, if you've ever mounted a CPU, you normally try to disperse the load throughout the base of it. So you're not doing like clockwise like I was going to start doing. They've kind of applied that same methodology, it seems like here. Oh, okay. I just found one. One is to pull the tab. So they're not counting the screws. This must be a disc. Yeah, okay. So it's disconnecting the pin tab, which... Yeah, okay. I got you. That makes sense. Like I said, I haven't looked at any documentation, so kind of approaching this blind, just so we can all experience it together. 6 here. Here we go. 6 is done. Now 7. And 8 is up here. Just testing they are captive. Alright, 9 is here. And then 10. 11's down here. What do you guys want me to mount first onto the laptop? Do you want me to do the regular keyboard? Do you want me to do the LED matrix? What do you think? Chime down in the chat. 12 is up top here. And 13. Welcome to anyone joining right now. We're just digging into the screws at the moment to get under here. I am currently at 13, and there's 16. So we're almost there. All right. Do you want LED? We shall do that. Yeah, that'll probably be cool on boot up. Maybe we'll get some. We'll see what it does naturally. Maybe we'll get some like color flash or something like that. You want the all right, let's try the LED matrix modules or the RGB numpad or macro pad. Sorry. That is 16. So this theoretically should just now lift off. Except there's a 17 because step 1 is to remove the pins here. So there are 16 screws. Okay, that should be it. Boom. This is incredibly light. So it looks like this must just be the interface for the magnetic pins here. Looks like it directly connects here. Yeah. All right. Put this aside. Okay. So really quick, I gotta take the SSD and the RAM down here. Alright, so this is the stuff that was in the bottom of the box, like below the actual laptop. Looks like the expansion shell. This looks like the interposer. Just kind of odd. Is this an extra interposer? And then the RAM is here. I went a little overkill. Saw my spec video. I did 32 gigabytes because I don't want to have to upgrade this in the future. But realistically, for most people, I think 32 total. So 16 is probably the sweet spot. No, one thing I'm missing is the SSD. Let me look for that. Here we go. It was in the box with the power cable. So where's the brick? We got a 2 terabyte Gen 4 black. Then it looks like there's import and the USB-C out. No, this actually is the framework, the most powerful USB-C charger, 180 watts. They inadvertently, supposedly, while designing this for this spec, made the first 180 watt USB-C charger without really knowing it. Now I don't know if you guys seen Elevated Systems. He's done some content on this, and he did state that there was a little excess power draw. So that's obviously not something I can test today, but something I will be looking into in terms of when you're gaming or when you're doing content creation and you're drawing power. So that's definitely something I'm gonna incorporate in my full review when I do one, and maybe I'll make a separate video of that too. So alrighty. So it looks like we have two slots, right? We have a 2230 down here, I think, and then a 2280 on top. I got a 2280, so let's install the SSD first. And guys, there are little QR codes. So let's just do one for the sake of it. Let's do the storage one. Just to kind of see what they're doing here. Maybe brighten this. Okay. So it takes you to places you can buy it. Guys, like I said in my configuration video, you can definitely get these cheaper, but this is a direct way to support the framework if you want to just buy it directly from them. It's always crazy to me how small these little SSDs are. They store so much information. 2 terabytes is kind of my sweet spot. I think for most people 1 terabyte is probably good. So let's get that little screwdriver back. I'm going to try to organize so many things. Okay. Let's see. Now I'm going to... Still a Torx screw. I'm going to pop this little screw out here. You know what? I'm going to zoom in a little for you guys. There we go. Just popping this little Torx screw off, and we can now slide it in. Like so. hold on really quick. So this is for the 2230 thermal pad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck this over. If I ever install another 2230, then I'll take that off. But I'm going to pop it there. And now put it back. Okay, so this is magnetized. Alright, there's the LED matrix. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, SSD is in. See the Wi-Fi card. Looks like it's a MediaTek MT7922A22M. Alright, so interestingly enough, when I scanned the QR code for the memory here, the SSD, it didn't really show steps of how to install it, which I find a little odd because I've installed these, but a lot of people haven't. So you would think it would take you to a guide and then where to purchase it. But I'm not seeing that. If anyone knows if they have guides for these, let me know. I'll scan the memory when we get there. Also, guys, I got 7040 HS. You probably can't see here. It's tiny. But now let us install the memory. And hold on, really quickly. I just want to check. Okay, so there was some more stuff buried in here. Besides the sticker and stuff and the poster. There's a little patch. Kind of a framework design. And then they have a slight little manual. Let's see if this has steps. No. This seems kind of like a warranty card or something. Okay. So yeah, kind of odd. No actual manual inside. Alright, I am going to scan the little part on the interposer right now, just to see what this tells us. Okay. I think I know what it is. So this is the interposer. And then this one I'm guessing is for the regular bay, the expansion bay. Let me see if I can even scan that. That's tiny. No, that's not scanning. My guess is that this has one less screw than the interposer. So I'm thinking this is just for the regular one. But we are going to boot with the GPU because it's already installed here. So that should be good. You guys see this? Zoom in. It says no power here. I don't really know what that means. But anyways, while we're focused in here, let's get the memory installed. So this is DDR 5600. I certainly want to play around with overclocking this. with the standard expansion bay and the 780M iGPU, just to see how far that thing can push in a good chassis for it. There's no way that thing's going to be stressed in this chassis. Alright, so we're going to install on the left one first, channel 0. Rad, what are you talking about? Yep, nice little satisfying click there. Yeah, honestly, I don't know, man. It doesn't come out like... Oh, no, it does. Okay. I'm glad you checked. Maybe that was just to protect the interposer? I don't know. But yeah, it kind of just slides out. It's almost like a little like plastic sheath for it. That's metal. It looks like plastic, but I'm guessing it's just the magnesium frame there. Alright, so good call, Rad. And now we are putting DDR5 channel 2. Again, I just want to scan this memory, see if it takes me to the same page as earlier. No. Okay, so RAM's in. And this is a motherboard. I'm assuming this goes to the display right here. Let's zoom out a little, get more of a macro shot here. Okay. Now, that would appear to be everything inside, I believe. So we did it's only really the SSD and this. So now let's I just want to see something. So if this would go here. So does this SSD now have any thermal pads? I guess there is a little gap here. Yeah, there's a little gap. Maybe it just doesn't need it. Okay. Now let's. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I totally forgot. It's probably here. This is the top deck. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this goes this way. So this would definitely be the thermal pad for the SSD. Let's pull that off. Okay. So that's the inside. Any questions on the inside before I close it back up? I'll give you guys a second. Let's see, 85 watt hour battery. And we got 2 by 2 watt speakers here. Alright. No questions. Let's put it back on. That is really nice that they have captive screws, guys. That's a huge perk. And now I'm going to close them up backwards. So we're going to go with 17 first. And then we're going to put 16. So yeah, guys, it does have a nice feel to it, just FYI. I didn't really notice, I don't know if you can see this little white thing here. I don't know why I didn't notice that in photos and videos and stuff. 15 and 14. And everyone, feel free to ask away if you have any questions. I'm just going to be closing up right now, so I'm free to talk while I'm not focused. Does it feel clunky, Rad? No. You know, in this configuration, I mean, we don't have much on it right now. It feels pretty light. I will get back to you on that when we mount everything. And also when we have the keyboard and the bezel and the ports installed and everything. But from my initial feeling, no, it actually feels quite robust. I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but they did build these to commercial standards. So, because of the modularity, the finish of certain things might not feel perfect. Like when I put the keyboard deck on and whatnot, we will see what the actual finish is like there. But for my initial feeling, no, it feels good. 11 here. Yeah, I'll be curious. I've seen some people have mentioned that the fitment of these little like spacers wasn't like perfect, so we'll see how they come out on mine. I'm sure that varies, a little bit from build to build, even though they probably have tight tolerances. That could be something we notice. We'll see. I will say, under bright lighting, I think they could have made these numbers a darker color. It really kind of blends into the metal, and so that's like a little bit of an oversight. But also, I intend to probably be opening this thing once in a while. So at a certain point, I'm just going to get to know it super well. So not really a big issue. And I'm probably going to have it for many years to come. Fizzy Soda on the LTT video, they said the keyboard flexed in pre-production models. Is your flex? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in other videos too. And what people were doing is they were putting kind of little thermal pads and just kind of making the flex better. I will be sure to test that for you. That's actually part of why I didn't actually get like a Q1 batch was because I like to give. I like to be an early adopter, but I also like to give companies a little bit of time to iron things out. You can't expect that if you're the pre-order batch one that things are going to be perfect. So I'm hoping that with this batch, they've looked at some of those things. And from what I saw, that's not a hard little hack to fix if there is flex, but I will be certain to tell you if there is any. And I can compare it to some of my other kind of laptops that I have. 5. We're down to 4. Guys, we're almost there. Just bear with me. 3, 2, and then I'll plug the little pin in. Yeah, these numbers are very hard to see. Okay, 2 and 3. I usually hate loose laptop hinge. The hinge feels strong, Rad. I know they had weak laptop hinge issues with the 13 at first, and then they actually launched an upgraded version that was stronger. So reporting here that it actually feels pretty strong. No complaints there. And I'm sure when I put the bezel, it'll probably feel even stronger too. Okay, so we are done there. I'm going to zoom out a little more to the max here. Focus in. All right, last step. Plug this guy in. Pretty simple. Goes right in. It's not like most of these little pins that you have to get like tweezers and work at for like 2 minutes. It just pops right in. All right, let's do the hand. Let's do the bezel. So I talked about this in my configuration vid, but they don't really have many colors. I think they had a purple, an orange, and a what was it? Purple. Yeah, purple, orange, and black. I went with black. Let me get some more light here. There we go. All right, that should be better. Okay. Pretty protective packaging here. This thing is not breaking and shipping, that's for sure. Alrighty, let me slide this down a little so you guys can see. That snaps right on, clicks into place. And now let's see how the hinge feels. Feels great. Yeah, feels good, Rad. Okay. Also, we do have little protectors here, so you can pull these off. There's one. And then this is this maybe it's an IR camera? And you guys will notice there are the little shut-off switches here. Oh, those are sturdy. Those are, yeah, it probably needs a little breaking in, but hey, at least you're not accidentally going to flip it. So you see the camera one? Camera one's a little looser than the microphone one, but we'll leave them both off right now. Alrighty, so you guys want to do the keyboard deck, or are you going to do the ports first? Let you guys choose. Alright, let's go with the top deck. How about that? So I'm going to decide. We're going to go with, what do we say, the numpad? Okay, so I'm going to actually put it on the left side then, to center it with the keyboard. And then, oh, you want to do ports? Alright, Fizzy will do ports. Hey, both of you want to do ports. Let's go. I was waiting. Okay, so now these are the two fastest ones. So we're going to do the USB-Cs in these two. And then I will decide which ones I want to put here. Now these are really not very expensive. Also, you know, I'm sure you guys have noticed and people have mentioned, but you can directly just plug in the USB-C there. But it just makes for a cleaner look and experience if you... This is the first time I'm popping in a module, so let's see how sturdy these are. Yeah, that's not coming out. Oh, okay, you can push it if you push really hard, but that's not going to happen in everyday use. Oh, well, I didn't lock it. Okay. Yeah, no, that's not coming out. Okay, let's unlock that. So that's card number one. Here is card number 2. The other USB-C I'm going to put in here. Let me zoom in a little. USB-A. USB-A I'm going to put on my right side because I put a dongle there probably. Doesn't get in the way of my mouse. And then HDMI I will put on the side opposite of my mouse. So that would be here. I'll go HDMI in the second port. And then audio I want also on the side that is not on my mouse side. So we are going to go down here. Lock those in. There you go. So we got 3 on the left side here. These are the ones I typically use the most, so USB-C, HDMI, and audio port. So I'm putting them on the side that my mouse isn't on. It doesn't interfere with, when I'm using something like this. Do they support power delivery? I believe they do, Rad. We can also test that. I have a USB-C plugged into this laptop over here, so I can swap that in here. Oh no, they 100% do because this is a USB-C charger. So yeah, this does not have a barrel port. It is not like some of the bigger 16-inch laptops that I've used, like the Legion 7 or 7 Pro, 7i Pro. Let's do the last one. Got a micro SD. They are working on a SD card. I don't know if that's come out yet. I should probably check their website. But I personally use a lot more micro SD than I do SD, so that is my last port here. And hold on. Okay, those are locked in. Yeah, these feel very sturdy. They are not coming out. You can probably see the desk is shaking from me trying to move it. Alright, now on to the best part, the keyboard deck. We are going to... So actually, yeah, let's first mount these. It goes this way. Okay, so it looks like there's a little kind of metal notch there. And then there's 4 metal notches here. There's one missing here, probably because when you shift it, that is needs to be open for different configurations. And now let's get the RGB macro pad. Oh yeah, so I was talking about the bezel earlier. They don't have many colors. It would be super cool if they came out with... for the 13, they had a very limited run of clear ones. Let me see if I can pull up a photo here. I'll pull that up in a second. Has anyone that's watching ordered one as well? Or are you thinking about it? Oh yeah, alright, found it. Check this out. Let's do a display capture. guys see this? Look how badass this is. So with the all the clear kind of stuff, and then the clear bezel as well, that would be awesome. I would love to see one of those on here. Yeah, that would be goals for this laptop. That's so cool. Yeah, I think it matches perfectly, right? I think they only released like, it was like a glitch on their website, and they like released some. They weren't supposed to launch them, but they had like some excess inventory. Apparently, I think it was. If you go read this post, I think it was like hard to manufacture, and they had too many issues with tolerances and like parts that came out poorly, so they didn't end up making it. But they did launch. They released and sold the ones that they had already made. But yeah, hopefully either a third-party company or Framework tries to remake this for the 16, because I think that's like the coolest looking thing. All right, now back to building it here. So let's get the RGB macro pad out. Get this over here. Yeah, this thing I'm excited to play around with. There are kind of, if this can be like my Stream Deck, if I can get some good customization in here for quick macros. I mean, it is called Macro Pad, so hopefully that'll be good. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see how it works. It does. Let's compare it to the numpad real quick. I'm kind of curious. Starting uni next fall, and this laptop is high on the list. Yeah, I mean, man, busy. If you going to school in Canada, where are you going? Okay, so look, so it's got the smaller ones on top, and then the normal ones, it just doesn't have the big zero or these two big ones, so just more buttons here in general. But yeah, guys, that's what the normal one looks like. But I'm liking this all clear look right now. Okay, now let's get the, like I mentioned, also for, let's just take a quick look at the, this is the final configuration I'm going to boot it with, but I just want to take a quick look at the macro pads, what they look like on the laptop. That's cool. That's a cool look too. I will definitely be playing around with these, but let's get onto the keyboard deck, or the touchpad now. Yeah, it snaps in nicely, guys. Okay, so to your question, there is very minimal flex. Now, let's actually take a look. So maybe they already put pads under as a kind of update. Yeah, there are little pads here. I don't know. There's another little pad here. Maybe that is what was causing the flex. But yeah, I'm not feeling really much, guys. It feels very solid. Yeah. I'm hoping the macros can map to engineering apps. Yeah, that would be really cool. Let's hope for the bigger engineering apps, maybe Framework could do that mapping, but hopefully third-party support from either the company that makes the app or outside developers or third-party developers could do that. Yeah, to answer your question, keyboard feels good, at least this RGB macro one. Do you guys want me to test the regular one before I kind of close everything up? Yeah, I'm not really getting any flex. Like, I'll press on my Lenovo right now, Okay, the Lenovo is like a tiny bit stiffer, but this is not bad. I would be totally comfortable typing this on this all day. Hope you can hear the little keypads there. Alright, yes or no? Do you guys want me to test the regular keyboard flex, or are we good to close it up now? So yeah, if you're starting food, you need the ball. This is a great laptop because if you're there for 4 or 5 years, you will definitely be able to make it through with this, and you'll be able to upgrade as you go. So I don't know what major you're doing, but if you're doing anything technical, you can keep up with modern applications as they get updated. The trackpad feels very solid. Alright, now this is one of the parts I'm interested in. I'm curious to see how the kind of fit and finish of these little pads is. Let's lock them in. Alright, so I don't know if this is perfectly coming across in the video, but here there's like no panel gap. It's almost perfect here. And there is like a very minor gap on top here, but then it smooths out on the bottom. But let's see. When I'm using the macro pad, I'm not really like feeling it much. Okay. So that is pretty much everything, I think. What did it take us? Oh, we had technical difficulties, and I also did it quite slowly as we did it together, kind of. So, all right, let me plug in the power supply now, and you can see the seams. Yeah. I mean, like it's like I said, this one is way less noticeable visibly. This one I can notice. I mean, I can. They shift like a tiny bit, but nothing to the point where when I'm using the laptop, I would notice that. Like if I push, I can see like a tiny little bit of movement. But when I'm actually interfacing with the laptop, I'm not really noticing that. Okay, so let me get this power cord set up. And so this cable is rated for 240 watts. I don't know if you can see that. But the actual brick is 180, I believe. Let's just make sure. Yeah, 180 it says. Alrighty, so I am going to plug this in. Give me 1 second. So I'm going to pop it into the side here. Get the top port. Alrighty. So let's hope we did everything correctly. If this boots on the first try, give the video a thumbs up for the algorithm. Let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna clean up a little here, and then I'll describe what's going on as I'm booting. Also, I have a USB-C drive here, so I'm gonna plug that in. Ooh. So got a lot of RGB here. Oh. Oh man. So interposer door not closed. So this little thing does need to be in. Then why do they make it pop off so easily, and why do they say no power? That is confusing. Why is there no power on here? Maybe no, I don't know. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just take a look here. Kind of want to see. Alright, install graphics module. Let's see what it says. Also, you guys walked through with me. Why was there no, like all of the things I scanned inside did not take me to this? Why is it once you boot the computer that it tells you to do that? That's like I told you I could have researched this stuff before, but I wanted to build it from like a person that's just coming in and doing it perspective. So that I feel like that should be like the first thing they show you how to scan, right? Is the guide. There was no documentation from what I found in the box of like actual paperwork or even a QR code in the box to scan it directly. But hey, hopefully they change that soon. So let's see what it says. Before shutdown, blah blah blah. Remove touchpad spacers, all this stuff. Open the interposer door. Okay, so I think I can actually probably put it back on just by opening this really quickly. So let me just shut it off real quick. And as we can see, like this is super easy to undo. So I'm going to unplug it. There. Slide off. You're seeing this quickly in real time, how it's quite simple to do. So let's where did I put that door? Here we go. Okay, so that's closed. Luckily we don't have to reopen the whole thing. You can see how simple and easy it is. You know, this is my first time doing it, and I'm flying right through. Close, and plug in the power again, and boom, we're right back to booting. So let's see what it says now. Yeah, not bad at all, Red. That little door is very convenient. And that makes sense, right? Because okay, so let me. I didn't plug in the USB drive, so I'm gonna adjust the camera too, so you guys can see better. So you can see my screen. So let's zoom out a little. And now we'll boot. What are you doing at uni, Fizzy? What are you studying? Hi, along with the new ROG G14. So the G14 is good laptop. You guys can see this, right? I'm gonna go more flat here. So that is, guys, you can see, that is the maximum angle of the screen. I know it's a little out of focus, but that should give you an idea of the angle. Alright, so we're just going to go in and boot Windows and install now. This should hopefully be pretty quick because it's a nice and quick SSD. So yeah, it's doing this kind of like breathing pattern on the. And I had read that they don't really sync between each other. Let's see. No, they do. I mean, the blue. Look, the blue. When the blue comes, it goes into the blue here. Yeah. All right. So yeah, let's hope this goes pretty quickly. Any questions? So I am just installing Windows now as it's the simplest option for like a live stream. But I think I put out a poll earlier this week if I should do this live stream, and someone mentioned that Nobara is something they want to see as a Linux distro. That one looks like it's really good for gaming, and looks like it's really good for content creation, and just simply like works kind of well out the box. So that's probably going to be the first one I'm going to try. For now, I want to just get Windows on here and kind of play around with it. And also, like I said, it's just better for the live stream. But yeah, that is my probably first video I'll do on it. I would imagine is doing installing Linux and putting Nobara on it, and seeing how that works out of the box with the Framework 16. If there are any other distros for anyone watching now or anyone watching this in the future, put that in the comments down there, and I will maybe try to test it out. I know Elevated Systems has done a decent amount of Linux distro testing and found decent results of some, mixed results of some. So I probably won't try to do the ones that he's already done, just to vary the content and give you guys more variety there. Yeah, that was pretty quick. It looks like it already installed. It's restarting in 5 seconds. I don't know why I'm touching this mouse from my other laptop. And there we go. We're getting the boot screen. Alrighty, so initial boot here going on. Maybe I actually haven't really felt it, so. This is with the GPU attachment. Yeah, honestly, weight's not that bad. And this little, this little USB-C adapter down here. Where is it? There. Can't put it on screen because of the cable. But pretty small, not super big to carry around, and doubles as a USB-C charger. I really don't like the barrel ports much, so I'm glad that Framework developed this 180 watt, or the world's first 180 watt charger for a laptop. Yeah, Red, I don't know if it's a little blown out with the camera right now, but in real life it looks pretty cool. Liking it so far. Alright, here we go. We're booted in. It'll be interesting. I've actually never used a keyboard without digits, so getting the Wi-Fi password here with numbers and stuff is going to be interesting. Let's give it a shot. What's up, 3D Create? How you doing, man? Don't know why this isn't giving a option to connect. Silly Windows. Let's try that. .ms .network setup. So that seemed like it was frozen. So let me try one more time. Oh, that just sleeps it immediately. That's very quick. Look at that. Boom. Okay. So you see that flash that powered it off? Something messed up with the Windows. Typical Windows, right? So guys, for people on any other Linux distributions you guys would like me to try? The trackpad feels decent, you know? Do I want a second keyboard layout? No. Use Ubuntu? Yeah, I've used Ubuntu way back in the day. How do you like it? I probably haven't used Ubuntu in like eight years. But yeah, one of the things I'm excited about this Linux is to get back into Linux. Sorry, about this framework is to get back into Linux. But Novara's on top of my list. Perhaps I could try Ubuntu. Yeah, this window thing is just getting stuck at the network phase. This definitely does not seem like a framework issue. This seems like a Windows issue. I might need to maybe I'll have to redo the boot drive here. To go to distro, nice. What laptop are you using on right now? Alright, well, this Windows install came to a hiccup, so I'm probably going to try another USB drive at some point. But, I mean, you guys, this is a standard Windows install, so I will certainly be doing more videos on this. Like I said, I'm definitely going to do a long-term review of this. My first video will probably be putting some Linux on it and testing out how that works with games. And also content creation. I've switched to DaVinci Resolve, so I'll probably be likely doing something with that. And yeah, if you have any other questions, just leave them down in the comments, or if you have any video ideas that you would like to see. I know there aren't a ton of videos out there on this now. And Elevated Systems, it seems like he returned his, which, his own personal preference. He's got the 13, so I'm sure he uses that a bunch. And I will certainly try to do things like test. I've seen issues with the power draw. So like when you're gaming, there are potential issues of it drawing too much power where the actual laptop can discharge. So definitely give that a go to. Rad. Hope you enjoyed the live stream, and hopefully that gave you some initial impressions of like the build quality and how easy the setup can be. As you saw with the interposer door there, we didn't really know what to do in the beginning, but it was such an easy fix because this is so modular and so customizable that it's just really easy to do on the fly. But yeah, everyone that tuned in, thanks for joining, and I will hopefully see you on another live stream. This was my first. I know I had some mic issues in the beginning, so I will try to get that all squared away for the next one that I do. But thanks for joining.